Adorkable.
Be cool, Adorkable?
Yes.
I'll never call you by Rachel.
That's cool. I like it. You have a little name for me. I like it. Thank you.
Anyway, let's get into it. Hello, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba. With me today is Adorkable Rachel.
Hello, everyone.
Adorkable Rachel right now is actually marathoning the MCU films in order to prep for Infinity War for her viewing experience.
I have one left, and ironically, he's wearing the perfect shirt for it today. I just need to watch Black Panther.
Wait.
Yes.
Oh.
Go back and revisit it, and then talk more about it on my Stardust app and everything. But,
So that's how we met, was actually through a Stardust event that took place. Mm-hmm. And so you can follow the Stardust app. You can follow her at Adorkable Rachel on YouTube, where she does reactions and movie reviews as well. So she's the perfect person to feature on The Real Rejects today. And I thought it'd be fun, since you're watching all these movies, to do a Trailers Revisited with you. John and I actually just did our Avengers Infinity War non-spoiler movie review, which has an opening sketch at the beginning of it, guys. We'd love for you guys to go check it out.
And it's really funny. You should watch it.
Thanks, Rachel. Rachel! How many people did that after Batman? Rachel!
Not a lot of people, actually.
What?
No, not a lot of people have gone
Rachel. So we're going to do Trailers Revisited of Homecoming. This trailer was sent to us. And what we do on Trailers Revisited, it's more about the analysis. We determine how accurately portrayed was the movie. Did it get the tone right? Does it spoil too much? What things did they leave to a surprise that we're glad was left out of the trailers? I think Homecoming was pretty popular for being pretty spoiler-worthy in its trailer.
Probably. I love Spider-Man in general, so I felt like I was watching a very true Spider-Man. Because the Tobey Maguire movies were pretty good, and Andrew Garfield is like, meh. This one I was like, yeah, this feels like the Spider-Man that I would want him to be on the big screen.
Yeah, I agree. He's probably the best Spider-Man we've ever had. Well, guys, let's check out the trailer, and then we'll talk about it.
Let's do it.
This is the second trailer. This is the one that's sent over by several people.
Cool.
Trailer for trailer, we know how that works.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
What's up, guys? So, to become an Avenger, are there like trials or an interview?
Do me a favor. Can't you just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? Just stay close to the ground. You're the Spider-Man from YouTube.
Spider-Man from
YouTube.
That shot's not in the movie.
Nope.
An army of spiders?
No, Ned, no.
Do you know him too?
Stole his shield.
Can I try the suit on?
That's really cool.
The rich and the powerful, like Stark, they don't care about us.
The world's changing, boys.
Time we change too.
These weapons are crazy dangerous.
Listen, Peter, forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
The illegal weapons barrier was at 2:30.
I like the ADR for that.
I love that his eyes move in this movie, too. That's so awesome.
This trailer is pretty spoiler heavy.
Yeah, this is, I mean, obviously they want to get people to get hyped, but yeah, that's
This is all like the first hour.
I was just trying to be like
That, yeah, no surprise when I saw that movie.
I'm gonna need the suit back.
But I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it.
I screwed up.
You need to stop carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders.
I want you to
Hi, Sexy May.
protect my family.
I know you know what I'm talking about. Because I will kill you and everybody you love.
My friends are up there. The guy is still out there. I just gotta do this on my own.
This is bringing back a lot of memories.
It is. Yes.
Just don't do anything stupid. All right?
Yeah.
What I find fascinating about watching this trailer again is it's bringing back everything that I was able to kind of pick up on and decode on how the movie would play out ultimately. Mm-hmm. And so I thought the trailer was probably incredibly spoiler heavy the first time I watched it. Revisiting in the trailer, I'm kind of like, it's still spoiler heavy, but not as thick in spoilers as I thought it would be, actually.
I remember when I saw the movie and after the ferry scene with Iron Man and Spider-Man, and he was saying, oh, I know that it's not really you, you're just a suit, you're just a robot, or whatever he said, I was like, yeah, it is, because I saw the trailer.
Yeah,
and I saw
yeah.
him walk out of the suit. Like, that particular was, like, not a surprise at all. Like, yeah, I know
No.
that's actually Tony Stark.
Especially because I have an earlier scene where Iron Man does show up in just the suit, and then he does reveal the show he's not really there.
Yeah.
Like, when he first saves him. I mean, this trailer does pretty much beat out a lot of the movie for you. He's just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He wants to be an Avenger. Tony Stark's not letting him. Something goes wrong with the fairy. We try to take down Vulture. Iron Man takes away the suit from Spider-Man because he's not worthy. Then Spider-Man gets a little depressed, embodies his old suit, and then tries to take down the Vulture on his own there.
Yeah.
You can piece that all together right
Yeah.
here.
And I could definitely piece it together that there was going to be something that happens to the suit, because as we saw in the trailer, like, in a very intense scene, he's just wearing the mock-up version of his own suit.
And that's a majority of the movie. Like, a bunch of big plot points, I think, were taken out there. Because that doesn't happen until, like, halfway through the film where he loses the suit.
Yeah.
That might have even been, like, close to the all is lost moment of the film, but, like, a little bit before the finale when he's, like, all depressed about not having the suit anymore.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get his life back in order. So it does give you a good chunk of the movie. I'm glad that there's a few things they don't give away. Like,
Oh no, like
the
Vulture,
dad.
the dad
Vulture
angle,
being the
that
dad, yeah.
I did not see coming. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I saw that, and that's especially dramatic, I think, because it hits so close to
Yeah.
home, and he cares so much about this girl, and the villain is the dad.
It was the biggest surprise of the movie.
It was
Yeah,
the
it
biggest
was the
surprise
biggest
of the movie.
surprise.
I'm so glad they didn't even come close to hinting that in here. Like,
Yeah.
not even in a line or anything. They didn't show any of that in the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that they didn't do that.
It's like they gave away a lot of how the plot would play out. I think one thing, the tone that's kind of not communicated in the trailers that I would have liked to be communicated is how funny the movie is.
yeah.
I need information. You can give it to me now.
All right, chill.
Come on.
What happened to your voice?
What do you mean? What happened to my voice?
I heard you by the bridge. I know what a girl sound like.
Because the movie's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's a really, really funny movie. And I think Marvel can do that often, give you like serious trailers for movies that are actually really funny. And I think Spider-Man Homecoming, one of its subgenres is comedy, but they're giving us such like an epic, serious trailer with hints of humor. Like maybe his friend Ned will be funny. Maybe Peter Parker will have a few funny lines. But the tone of this trailer is super serious, and I don't feel that the movie feels like the way the trailer's communicating
Yeah,
it.
the movie's definitely a lot funnier. I agree.
Lighthearted.
Yeah, they definitely could have
opposed to
used
the seriousness here.
a bit
Yeah.
more of the humor in there. I mean, I love that Spider-Man to me in this movie. I mean, we always know that he's been a bit of a jokester, but to me, he was like the downplayed Deadpool, you know,
Yeah.
in the movie, which is fine. And I wish we could have maybe seen a little bit more in the trailer, because I think that would have encouraged people to see like, oh yeah, this is going to be a
Right,
fun
right,
Spider-Man
yeah.
movie.
Because the movie has that kind of teen high school John Hughes vibe about it, but that's not really being conveyed
In the
in
trailer.
this specific trailer. I think there was an earlier trailer that kind of gets that point across, but this one not so much.
Not so much in this one, yeah.
I do like that they leave a lot to surprise, especially with Ned and Peter Parker. Their relationship, I think, was a big takeaway from the film that I don't think a lot of people were expecting. Was like, I don't
The
know,
bromance,
surprise.
yeah.
Like that quality is not really in the trailer too much, and I like that they left a lot of that to surprise ultimately in the end.
Although, again, it wasn't that big of a surprise when he was crawling into his room, and I
Yeah,
was
they
like,
give that
I know
away.
what's
Yeah,
gonna happen
yeah,
now.
they
And, like,
give
yep,
that
there
away.
it is.
That's
That would
what
have been so funny if that was a surprise, too.
That's what I mean. They give away like a lot of what the action scenes will probably be, but I think it's the finale that they don't really give away
Thank
at all.
goodness.
I kind of forgot in the movie that it's called Spider-Man Homecoming,
Homecoming.
where they're building up to Homecoming. I wasn't expecting him to just leave Homecoming.
I know.
You
It's like, I thought this was about Homecoming, guys. What the
yeah,
hell?
the ending scene where they all go to Homecoming or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
It's such an interesting title, though. Even to this day, I'm just like, man, what a unique title.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Well, it also kind of, I know it's like links to the comics, and it's kind of like a meta title for, you know, Spider-Man being inducted into the MCU officially, too. Homecoming. But another thing that I thought the trailer does really well is, like, they have that little spider come out of him when he's on the Washington Monument. And then, like, the web
The web wings, yeah, the web wings.
They tease that the suit will be upgraded. What they don't tease is that there'll be a voice in his head, and the suit will have way more capabilities than what they're actually teasing in the trailer.
Yeah.
So-
This suit is definitely more advanced than we're used to, but they don't give away everything about it.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice surprise. Whoa, the suit's incredibly more high tech. Because I thought, I wish they saved that the wings and the spider. But then you watch the movie, you're like, oh, they actually didn't spoil that.
Yeah.
They just teased it. I think overall it's a good trailer. I mean, would I have liked more humor? Most definitely. The trailers make it seem like it's this heavy, weighty film when it's not. Would I have liked to have cut down some of the plot points? Sure. But overall, I mean, yeah, it's a good trailer.
It did its job fine.
It's a little misrepresented, sure, but it did its job fine. Sold a bunch of tickets. And yeah.
People went and saw it.
People went and saw it. They will. All you have to do just really throw the Marvel
Yeah.
logo on there and people will probably watch it. I think the best way to sum up this trailer is it feels more like Sony cut this trailer together than Marvel cut this trailer together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is how Sony cuts their Spider-Man trailers together. All right, guys. Well, hey, this was fun. Thanks for being here, Rachel.
Thanks for having me.
You can subscribe to The Real Rejects, become a part of the Reject Nation. Click that notification bell to get notified every time one of our vids is up. Adorkable Rachel on YouTube. Make sure to follow her. Adorkable Rachel on Twitter.
Come be an Adorka buddy with
Instagram.
me.
That's your quote. That's your catchphrase. Come be an Adorka
Well,
buddy.
I call my fans my Adorka buddies.
Adorka buddy.
Yeah.
That's cute. That's adorkable.
I know it is.
Link in description box. Please follow her. Thanks for being here, guys.
Bye.